Hello, my name is Irene Shum. I am the inaugural curator at the Glass House in New Canaan, Connecticut, the former residence of architect Philip Johnson and his partner, independent curator David Whitney, which is now part of the National Trust for Historic Preservation. When I was appointed this position 10 years ago, it was my goal to defy the stereotype of the static house museum and honor the legacy of its former occupants, Philip Johnson and David Whitney, as art patrons. Philip Johnson was famously a lifetime trustee at the Museum of Modern Art from 1959 until his death, and his partner, David Whitney, was a trustee at the Manil. And at the MoMA, for example, Philip Johnson donated over 2,200 works of art to its collections. And so to honor his legacy, I invite artists and creative professionals to the site to organize exhibitions and projects. And what I'd like to do today is just quickly broach on the challenges and rewards of presenting contemporary art in a historic site. Now, the Glass House is a misnomer. Even Philip Johnson had said so. It was constructed in 1949. This is the main house. You can see it at the top of the hill. It is actually a site that's 49 acres and has 14 structures on it. It's not your typical gallery space. And what is interesting as a curator is both all of its buildings and grounds are considered artifacts. And so as such, anything that I do or anything that the artist does cannot permanently alter the original design intention of the Glass House. So moreover, in addition to having to do work that is reversible, we are in the town of New Canaan, and which is a residential suburb, and we have very strict operating permits. There is no direct access to the site, and we are limited to 49 people on site, including staff at any given moment. And so most of our tours are guided, and so we are only allowed 13 visitors at a time. And we're seasonal and we are open to the public from May 1 until November 30th. And annually, we only have a visitation of 13,000. So how do we create and generate interest? We have to do compelling programs, and and we have curatorial is truly integrated into communications, and we have a very developed or sophisticated strategy for that. We talk every day, in fact. So for last year was our 10th tour season, and Philip Johnson, the anniversary of what would have been Philip Johnson's 110th birthday, and for that, I organized Yayoi Kusama Narcissus Garden, and it was a play on words as the Glass House is Philip Johnson's Narcissus Garden. And it was a small but elegant exhibition where we were able to showcase the artist's 3 signature motifs: polka dots, pumpkins, and an infinity room. And so what we have here is the installation of Narcissus Garden, first created in 1966. Those are the mirrored orbs in the pond. That was shipped in from Japan. And just to give you an idea of what it is to organize something like this, I had to go to 2 town meetings at the wetlands, and the first meeting was to ask whether or not I could install this work in the pond, and then they said we could, but then it had to go into the wetlands had to vote on it. So and once that was the second meeting, was the vote, and then after they voted and gave us permission, then I had to apply for a permit. So that's an example of that. This is her site-specific installation. It was a site-specific infinity room titled Dot's Obsession, Alive, Seeking for Eternal Hope. To do this, we did several material tests. We had to satisfy both the National Trust and the artist. For the National Trust, we had to make sure that none of the adhesives or the material, the polka dot material, could not leave residue, could not in any way sort of stain or just get stuck on the glass. And for the artist, the polka dots had to maintain their color and vibrancy. And so we went through several different vinyls, actually, and that's her infinity room, and it looks rather flat, but this is what it is at certain time. This is what it was like during certain times of day. So, and that one's my favorite photo because you can see how it is. Her intention of this mirrored effect was recreated in the glass house. And the photos, the first and this last photo, were, they're not professional. I took them off of social media. And the first photo was taken by Sam Valenti, the founder of Ghostly International, which is an electronic music label. And this one is taken by Jeff Staple, the founder of Staple Design and Reed Space down on the Lower East Side. And so through social media, we are able to broadcast out to a younger crowd. And this exhibition was able to give the Glass House, or deliver the Glass House, its best year since opening. We opened in 2007, so this was our top performing year in attendance, in press coverage, and also in retail sales. And that's how art can that's how art supports our organization. Thank you very much for allowing me to share this with you.